ang aking puso habang pinagmamasdan natin ang epekto ng magnitude 7.8 na lindol sa ating mga komunidad. Marami ang nasirang bahay, gusali, paaralan, tulay at mga kalsada. Ang ilang lugar ay nahihirapan pa ring maabot dahil sa lawak ng pinsala. Pinakamabigat sa lahat, may mga buhay tayong nawala at may mga pamilyang nagdadalamhati sa oras na ito. Sa mga naulila, sa mga nasugatan, sa mga nawalan ng tahanan at sa lahat ng naapektuhan ng kalamidad na ito, nais kong ipaabot ang aking taos-pusong pakikiramay at panalangin. Nakikiisa kami sa inyong pagdadalamhati at sa inyong pagbangon. Maraming salamat sa ating mga government officials, respondents, volunteers, uniform personnel, healthcare workers at mga kawani ng gobyerno na walang pagod na nagtatrabaho upang matulungan ang ating mga kababayan. Higit sa lahat, maraming salamat sa ating mahal na Pangulo sa kanyang pagbisita sa ating lugar na naapektuhan ng lindol. Maraming salamat po, Mr. President, sa lahat ng tulong na ibinigay niyo po sa amin. Sa mga panahong tulad nito, higit natin kailangan ang pagkakaisa, malasakit at pananampalataya. Patuloy po tayong mag-ingat, sundin natin ang mga abiso ng ating mga otoridad. Tulungan natin ang ating mga kapitbahay at ipagdasal natin ang bawat pamilyang naapektuhan. Sa mga nais pong magpaabot ng kanilang tulong, pwede niyo pong ipadala ang inyong mga donasyon through MANNY Pacquiao Foundation at PACQUIAO'S.org, Emmanuel and Jingis Heart Foundation. Maaring malakas ang lindol na ating naranasan, ngunit higit na makapangyarihan ang ating Panginoon na may hawak ng sanlibutan. Siya may bigay ng buhay sa atin. Sama-sama tayong babangon, sama-sama nating muling itayo ang mga nasira at sama-sama nating ipakita ang tunay na diwa ng pagkakaisa, katatagan at pagmamalasakit sa kapwa. Mahal ko kayong lahat, mga kababayan ko. Patuloy po tayong magdasal para sa Sarangani and Jinsan at sa lahat ng mga probinsya at city na naapektuhan ng lindol na ito. And stay strong. Ito lang po ang maiwan ko sa inyo. Stay strong in the Lord. He is our refuge, our strength, and our hope. God bless everyone because God is good all the time. Stay safe. Thank you.
And finds Una under the ilalim. Sandano ang pass. Oh, Rama with a 3 by Marvin Taiwan. Dave. Yes!
Nagbabalik tayo dito sa Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. We bring you our second of our Tuesday triple header at the Alonte Sports Arena in Biñan, Laguna. Itchy Altamirano and the rest of your Cebu greats look to go for a 4th straight win here in the league. They'll be going up against the young and up-and-coming Mark Barrera and the rest of your Bulacan Kuyas who is coming off a loss in their last game. Magkaibang storya, but here wanting to get another victory. It's gonna be Bulacan versus Cebu. Magandang gabi mga kaliga. Juanito Gregorio at your service alongside Coach Mike Perez. Coach Mike, two teams that are separate, different stories in their last game but looking to challenge and win once again.
Yeah, Cebu playing a lot of inspired basketball lately. Samantalang very hopeful naman itong Bulacan because in every game that they play, they make sure to try and compete.
Siyempre, we want to say hi to all of our viewers as well on YouTube and Facebook, on Tap Sports and on Solar Sports as well. We do hope that you will have fun in our game right now. Pero puntahan din natin ang ating pangatlong miyembro ng ating panel na mukhang may dalang kwento about Cebu, si Miss Lyra Punsalan.
Maraming salamat Juanito and Coach Mike. Solidified hometown pride ang peg ngayon for the Cebu Greats with more Cebuanos from last season ang magbabalik in their next games to add depth to their campaign. Fresh off from celebrating PT Rosette's birthday, nagkaroon ng mini celebration at budel fight ang kanilang koponan. All happy vibes as they welcome their new additions like Elmer Chavez for today na kailangan na nila, especially with the departure of Brian Heruela. It's one thing about Cebu that we all know, no matter the shakeups and no matter what they're going through, lalaban at lalaban pa rin sila. Back to you guys.
on the Cebuanos. Look like they're ready in today's ball game. In that last game, Coach Mike, they continue their terrific play here in the season. That strong start and eventually the victory. Tinalo ng Cebu ang Pasay in that last game.
Yeah, very big win for Cebu in that match, and clearly, the guys have really stepped up. Very close game at that moment, pero alam mo na, there's still that gas left in there para sa Cebu, and the new guys that's coming in here in this match is also going to be additional firepower para sa kanila. They shot the ball very well, including from the 3 points. They might have had 5 more turnovers and gave away 11 points of turnovers to Pasay, but the points in the paints, really a very close game in my opinion. Much as they led by as much as 23, Pasay really just kept coming back.
The same group that will be battling it out today against Bulacan. In the last game naman ng Bulacan, Coach Mike, they were leading almost the whole ball game, but Kyle Paranada happened in the second half, scoring 90% of his points, and that guy led them to a victory. Bulacan losing that last game.
I felt it was the rebounds, really, one of the things that told on them. They were minus 17 in that department, because you look at their shooting from the field, even from the line, pretty decent, 41% and 75%. And the bench points do, hindi naman ganun nagkakalayo ang difference, just a -4 in that stat line. And so, really, in my opinion, really was the rebounds, the control, and the extra possessions awarded over para sa kanilang kalaban.
The veteran-laden Cebu Greats team, a young, up-and-coming, and energetic and gutsy Bulacan Kuyas team. Magkaibang kwento, iisa lang ang pwedeng manalo. Let's turn you over to Richard Tampos.
Here at the Alonte Sports Arena in Season 8 of Manny Pacquiao's MPBL. Here are the starters. Up first, the Cebu Greats. Guard number 2, Ice Hontiveros. Center number 6, Wawi Escosio. Forward number 22, Simon Camacho. At guard number 77, JJ Hesalem. Forward number 31, Mark Meneses. The head coach is Aldrin Morante, assisted by Willie General Generalao and Lance Inco. Team consultant is the hitman, Junti Valenzuela. Team manager, John Santos. Team representative, Uncle Sam Lato. The starting 5 for Bulacan Kuyas, the Generals. At forward number 21, Jem Cruz. Guard number 12, Josh Moralejo. Center number 11, Kenneth Castillo. At guard number 7, William C. Forward number 1, Mart Barrera. They're led by Alan Salangsang, assistant coaches Pao Pagkalinawan, Joshua Tan, Derby Glorioso, Norman Domingo, Jeremy Nuarin, Charlie So, Con Pagdanganan, Rap Tumale, Terence Reyes, and Poy Rivera. Team managers Rolly Barreto and Paul Gibara. The team owner is Kuya Jonathan C.
Starting 5 brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sportsbook of the MPBL. Cebu will be starting with Ice Ontiveros, JJ Hesalem, Wawi Escosio, Simon Camacho, and Mark Meneses. While Bulacan will be starting with William C., Josh Moralejo, Kenneth Castillo, Jem Cruz, and Mart Barrera. Our officials in the ball game is Sev Pingol, Manuel Binondo, Brian Ramirez, and Sherwin Mina. Second game of our Tuesday triple header dito sa City of Life in Binyan, Laguna. Neutral ground for all of the teams. Binyan does not have a game today. Later on, it is going to be your Ilagan Isabela Cowboys going up against the Parañaque Patriots in the main game.
And always very exciting games if you're gonna watch Bulacan. Kasi alam mo itong mga malalaro nila talagang laban no? Nakikipag-compete. Let alone that game against Ilagan. Understanding that, bawat laban namin, bibigyan namin yung chance namin na para makapanalo. At dikit lang palagi ang kanilang nilalabanan.
The first one out earlier was Itchy Altamirano, so nagkwentuhan kami. Ang sabi lang niya, alam mo Brad, hindi kami pwede mag-relax. against Bulacan.
Correct.
Kasi grabe puso ng team na to. And that is the request. That is the respect that they have against etong Bulacan. So you see Simon Camacho going hard again on his first play of the ball game, getting that bump, the basket with the bonus. Sabi nila nga, marami daw laro ang pinanood nila against Bulacan just for them to be able to scout this Bulacan team.
Tsaka this really started with that close loss against Caloocan. I felt that really established themselves. Hey guys, kakaiba rin tong team ng Bulacan, lumalaban. And as you look at all the games have been either very competitive or a very close win or loss for them. And so you rarely have seen any blowout. I think the last blowout that they had was that loss against Bataan, where they lost by 34 points. But everything else has been very close to single digits. And just a reflection on the kind of culture that Coach Alan has really built para dito sa Bulacan.
So far, they forced 2 turnovers early here in the ball game. Salem with that pass. Double stacks going to Mart. Punta sila dito, cross court to Jem. Backdoor to Mart Barrera. Float is strong for Mart.
Good execution except for the make right there. Mart Barrera, alam mong effort-wise, in all the years that he's played, hindi nakukulangan niya pagdating niya sa departamento na yan. He is always gonna give you 100%, especially on the defensive end.
Tapik ang bola, ang nakasalo ay ako, pero ayaw bigay ni ref. Bawal daw ako ang mag-inbound. It's gonna be turnover number 3 early on for the Cebu Greats. 2 already for Wawi Escocio even.
And all because of the defense of Bulacan. Right there, you had a very good post-up guy in Wawi Escocio, but he also had to contend with a very active defense right there of Bulacan. And every time they move that ball around, you will see man and ball move at the same time. Guys getting to open spaces. Nice pass by C, a little deep for that shot underneath by Jeremy.
Movement is much more better. The double stacks that eventually gave a driving opportunity for William C.
Tsaka yung variety of schemes ni Coach Ala. Earlier you saw a high stag, and then it eventually ended up with that side stagger naman, to vary the different ways that they can get to their point of attack.
Jem Cruz gets his first free throw. Don Reverente comes into the ball game, subbing in for Wawi Escocio, who had 2 early turnovers here in the ball game.
I think this substitution is really more for matchup purposes. Speed-wise, a lot of up and down. Might be needing Don Reverente more on the floor than Wawi Escocio, but definitely later on you're going to see Wawi Escocio as they try and pound the ball a little bit deeper inside the paint.
Mabasa ang Bison Rivera sa bola. They go to the post to Camacho. 1-on-1 against Kenneth.
Nice
Camacho
move.
with the drive. Camacho with a spin and the float.
And he's always been so good at that, Ball on the floor, shot fake down the perimeter. You close out, he finds a way to get to an open space and take a shot.
All 4 points coming from Simon Camacho here in the ball game. C drives baseline. Can't do it against a much taller Simon Camacho, LGR, the official outfitter of the MPBL.
Tough defense. See this move right here by Simon Camacho, going to that drop step on that baseline. No problem at all for Simon. Too easy.
Cruz far out. Jem Cruz, straight line but short. Rebounded by Mark. Mark uses the right. Mark jumps. The inside hand is good for Mark Meneses.
Cebu is actually the 3rd best fast-breaking team this season so far, and kind of surprising. One of the reasons why is Mark Meneses. As soon as he gets the ball, he is the one that initiates a fast break.
Kenneth Castillo though, that seal inside. 2 taller guys but no problem, says Kenneth Castillo.
See that spin right there. And that shot by Castillo underneath, had to find a way to score.
Footwork was on point for Kenneth Castillo. Just a little space to operate, but still able to get through. Finishes the 3-point play.
First made field goal for Bulacan. Previous to that, they were 1 out of 5.
Ice.
Nice trying to break down the primary defender right there. They're really looking more to positional advantage. This was that fast break earlier where Mark Meneses. This is something that has been so good this season.
3 blue shirts, no problem, says Mark Meneses. Fast break in the game brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sports book of the MPBL.
Saka napakahalaga no, yung big man mo nakahibit-bit yung bola pababa sa yung point guard. It just helps quicken the game.
Actually, all of the bigs here, Coach Mike, ng
Cebu?
Cebu can really bring down that basketball.
Agree. Or at the very least to try and cross it half court before you swing it over to the guy that's ahead of you.
William C. Gives it up to Mart Barrera. So trying to find his rhythm in the ball game. That's another miss for Mart Barrera.
So far, those shots from the outside have really been, for the most part, the ones that's allowed by Cebu.
Drive middle, Reverente. Malalim, but no problem, says Don Reverente.
Ganda ng pagkaka-find na yun ni Mark Meneses. He's not really been so known with interior passing, but clearly there you saw that vision. Moralejo, step back.
Josh Moralejo, the former Lyceum Pirate, gets that behind the back step back. Meneses drives. Far up top. Miss. Matakbo. Ang Bulacan. Cruz.
Nice pass.
Bigay dito kay Mark Barrera. On the float. Still can't get it to go is Mark Barrera.
A little bit frustrating. They had numbers dun sa fast break na yun, but Mark Barrera unable to get that shot in.
0 out of 3 in the ball game is Mark Barrera.
But Ice Ontiveros, ice in his veins, knocking down that 3. After that quick screen by Simon Camacho, you thought they were going for that slip? No, just went up straight for that shot.
3-point shot is brought to you by Extreme Water Protected Speakers. Dive into music with Extreme Speakers. That 3 of Ice Ontiveros brings the lead up to 5, 11-6 with 5 minutes and 39. Get ready for the plot twist of the season. Don't miss the newest Turkish drama to hit Philippine screens, Twist of Fate. Weeknights at 8 o'clock on Solar Flix. Solar Flix is seen on Sky Channel 16, Signal Channel 21, Cable Link Channel 33, and DDT Channel 21 in Metro Manila. Sa ngayon, balik tayo sa aksyon dito sa Mahardika Pilipinas Basketball League, the second of our Tuesday triple header. Josh Moralejo, the latest addition to the Bulacan PACQUIAO'S. Can't get the 3 for Jem Cruz. Ice on the drive, gets the right, can't get it. Camacho with the 6th point of the ball game. Another basket and 1 for Simon Camacho.
One of the leading rebounders for Cebu with Simon Camacho. Normally gets close to 7 right there. Claims that miss by Ice Ontiveros and able to finish with the left hand. Scoring around the rim has never been a problem for Simon Camacho.
6 points in total for Simon Camacho, but he's 0 out of 2. Taas kamay agad, sorry agad siya eh.
Well, he pretty much has been a role player para dito sa Cebu Grays, but in his early years, man, he's one of the primary scorers of the teams that he's played with.
Gonna go post. Can't get it, Moralejo. Rejected the screen, read well by Arminion. Corner, Akop, step back. Defense by Cebu.
That was a tough shot by Aaron Akop. I don't think he had enough space for that finish.
Meneses on the drive. Labas dito kay Ice. One more time. It's long for Ice. You go to Meneses. Corner 3 is short. 0 out of 2 on that trip for Cebu. Takbo ang Bulacan. Trail job, Medina. It's long. MANNY, the digital wallet built for the community.
A lot of missed shots for Bulacan.
Pass is too high. Cruz, he loves that right wing. Can't get it to go. 0 out of 3 in the ball game. Kabilang panik tayo. It's been a quick-paced ball game. Read well by Aaron Acop.
Medyo matamla yung pasa ni Simon Camacho doon. Over to Mark Meneses. What a pass.
Mark Meneses saying you could have passed it up top.
Up top, right. Kung tayo yun sa baba.
Oh. But this was the steal of the game, brought to you by Extreme Boom 3 speaker, waterproof speaker, unstoppable sound, ultimate power. But it's only the sound that unstoppable. Si Aaron Acop gets the stop of that play.
Ang maganda doon, ang bilis ng reaction ng kamay niya. He first anticipated that pass up top, then wasn't there, put the hand down and got that deflect.
Zone now being played by Bulacan. Meneses goes for the 3. It's far out and short and long, I mean, for Mark Meneses.
Isa na yan sa mga bagay, in my opinion, na na-earn ni Mark Meneses this season. He's actually shot the ball very well from there, shooting 32% in all of the, 13 games that he's played. And he's earned it, no? Nakuha rin yan. Before, you have not seen him take so much threes, but now, komportable.
Takbo si Armin yun. Bump. Reverente can't get it down low, but they are attacking the inside. They're really trying to pound on the inside ng Cebu early on.
And I think that's part of kung paano yung ofensiba nitong Cebu Greats. Really trying to make, a shot attempt in the very first phase of the shot clock, which is roughly the first 8 seconds. At a moment na hindi pa naka-establish yung depensa, ika nga. And they have more than enough players that can actually run the floor with their guards, finish inside the paint, and even outside on the perimeter.
Leading 13-6, but they're 0 out of 4, Coach Mike, on the free throw line. Itong si Camacho and Reverente combined.
Yan nga yung sinasabi natin na okay, maaaring maraming beses ka nakakarating sa free throw, pero kailangan mo pa rin ipasok yung mga free throw na yan. Aaron Acop, meantime, that's good.
Just loves that deceleration and then trying to read what options he has. Acceleration, deceleration, felt the bump, goes for that runner. Bump, basket, bonus for Aaron Acop.
Really, for the most part, Aaron Acop coming off the bench, close to about 24 minutes per game. Very select shooting para sa kanya. Does not force any of his shot attempts. Once he's free, he's definitely going to take it.
Zone still being played by Bulacan here. Go to Don Reverente. 2 minutes and 44. Tamsi.
Zone breaker.
That step to the left is good for Al Francis Tamsi.
That's your solo zone breaker. 3-point shot, Al Francis Tamsi, that side of the floor. Really, for the most part, one of his favorite shots.
Bocolano. Is that how you call it? Bocolano. Bocoliano.
Bocolano.
Bocolano gets the 3 right there. Kapitbahay yan ng Cebu. Don Denison on the corner. Can't get the triple. Medina runs it. Step through is good for the float. The former Marikina player now gets the basket for Bulacan.
Earning his spot as well para dito sa Bulacan. They still stick with that zone. Look at Lorenzo trying to locate shooters on the wing.
Arminion looking for the Tamsi. Corner 3, other side, long. Rebounded by Alvin Baitiong. A lot of offensive rebounds for Cebu here. Cross court, drive and kick, good defense. Read well by Bulacan. Tatlo sa tatlo, make that 4 versus 3.
Spray.
Lorenzo to Medina, hesitated. Slow it down, 15 pa sa kanilang shot clock. Medina can't get the fader.
We had the right idea to get inside the paint. And since wala siyang depensa, went to that fade but missed it. Don Reverente working inside.
Dominion, punta dito kay Alvin Baichong. That spin of his own is gonna get fouled from behind.
Pero nakita mo gumagana itong zona ng Bulacan dahil it has slowed down the offensive activity of the Cebu Grays, forcing them to shots outside and very uncomfortable situations or dribble down the lane instances.
field goal of Bulacan early on. They're 4 out of 18, Coach Mike. I think it's one of the reasons why they're struggling.
Yep.
Sports Plus is the official sports book of the MPBL. Scan the QR code to player. Visit www.sportsplus.ph.
Baichong plays for close to 10 minutes per game. Definitely a force inside the paint. Kung aatake ka sa loob niya, then you have to contend with the health of Alvin Baichong.
18-11. They want that alley-oop! And another time, the brothers connect.
They've done that so many times. Exclusive yata yung play na yan para sa magkapatid, no? I think I've seen that 3 or 4 times already this season.
Well, I do still also see that from Batangas.
Yeah?
Hindi naman ata ako pang apelyido ni Rick Yilping.
Oh, that quick, no? You screen the middle, you seal it, and eventually ends up with an alley-oop. Oh, no.
On a step back, it's short.
Oh, yeah.
Lorenzo says, let's slow things down. 10 seconds. 9-second differential with shot clock and game clock short once again. Arminio trying to push. Looking at the options. They go down low post by Chong. Sees the advantage. Tamsi open. Straight line but long. 5 seconds remaining. Akop, does he know it? Looks at the ring. Stops. Pops. Drops! For Aaron Akop!
Well, no doubt about it. Right side, arc 3. Even from way outside at a range is one of the favorite spots to take a trifecta nito ni Aaron Akop. We saw that in one of the close games against the Emos where they almost won that game. But this time around, he tells us that's no fluke.
Might be a slow start for Bulacan, but Aaron Akop and his brother is doing the damage right now. This 5-0 run will cut the lead down to 2.
Win the game. Easy long with Sports Plus.
Sports Plus is the official sports book of the MPBL. Scan the QR code to player. Visit www.sportsplus.ph.
Ganda nung pick up ng Cebu, ng Bulacan rather. Latter part of that first.
We thought that Cebu was really gonna shy away. This was the last shot by Aaron Akop right at the nick of time. Counted para kay Aaron Akop.
Tsaka walang challenge masyado kay Ron, and I think rightfully so.
Right now, let's turn over to our courtside Miss Lyra Punsalan.
Coach Alan Salangsang said Bulacan's biggest lesson against Ilagan was simple. A strong start is not enough. Dapat sustained effort at strong finish din. Nandoon na raw ang speed at aggression ng Puyas pero minsan nagmamadali sila. Ang challenge ngayon is to play fast without losing control at presence of mind. Against Cebu, takbuhan ang gusto nilang ipakita. Meanwhile, they'll be without Vince Sarmiento who is out with an ankle sprain. Next man up na naman para sa Bulacan. Back to you guys.
Thank you for that, Lyra. Coach, that game was a game that's really going to be growing pains. Para dito sa Bulacan, they were well in control of the ball game. Looks like something that they would go home with a victory already. But Kyle Paranada just had other ideas in that ball game. And wala ka na lang magagawa, Coach, pag ganun nakainit ng isang player. I think, if I'm not mistaken, 24 points in the second half for Kyle Paranada.
Yeah, and had overall 29 points and a 4 of 4 shooting from 3, went 7 of 8 from the line. And to your point, he really just took over that game. In a game where, in my opinion, some of the new guys are nag-a-adjust pa, no? Guys like Rob Celis, who I don't think made a field goal in that match. So, nararamdaman mo yung adjustments para dito sa Ilagan, but, again, nagpakita ng compete itong Bulacan.
Later on, your Ilagan Isabela Cowboys will be going up against Parañaque Patriots, still here in the MPBL. Andre Acop with his 4th point of the ball game. The Acop brothers are doing damage here in the ball game, Coach Mike.
And keeping this game close. No, I think to the message of Coach Alan kanina on that report by Lyra, you start strong, but you gotta finish stronger. Hindi pwedeng bumitaw ka sa dulo. Right now, they're really keeping that game very close. Ako sa opinion ko, transition defense, I don't think they're gonna have a problem. Napaka-athletic nito mga players ng Bulacan. It's when the game starts a grind and pound game, doon sila mahirapan.
Extreme ang subok at kompletong appliances brand ng Pilipinas. Acop one more time. It's short. One guy we haven't seen is Herald Benedictos in the ball game.
I was gonna say the same.
Drive hard is good. The latest addition for Cebu already making an impact. Elmer Chavez, welcome to the MPBL.
Well, definitely Chavez, one of the guys that they are very excited to see on the floor. Still got some more that's coming dito sa Cebu, and clearly shows you yung pool ng talent of basketball na meron sa Cebu. There is a lot of basketball history in Cebu that na, in my opinion, nakinabang ang ating mga basketballista dito sa Pilipinas.
Chavez coming from Talisay City, Cebu. The homegrown already has 4 points here in the ball game. Beautiful
Nice.
pass, but the block by Chavez. Mukhang hindi lang opensa ang dala nito, Coach Mike.
Hindi, tsaka kita mo yung depensa niya, no? Nakaangat lang talaga yung kamay, inabangan sa kabila. And waiting for that moment. Good block right there.
Former Mythical 5 member coming from the USJR, the University of San Jose, Recoletos Jaguars, that played for the CESAFI, was a Mythical 5 member in its final year. So alam natin na ang accolades nito ay talagang pang-professional. Itong si Chavez. See here, gets the rebound. Mas dito kay Ichi. Crossover, Ichi, fake, drop pass, too tight. The ball goes to Bulacan.
And very early, what you noticed, Chavez has been involved offensively, no? Got a shot earlier, now he got that rebound, he was able to spray it out. Although that resulted into a turnover, that other pass really was intended for him.
Well, he is playing the wing, but he's gotten a rebound. He is cutting to the lane. He's gotten a block down low off the help side. Maraming kayang ibigay ito,
Yeah.
Coach Mike. We'll see. Gets the 3.
5 quick ones from C. Earlier, he went inside traffic and able to find a way to score, but this time, he had all that space, left arc wing 3. No problem at all for C.
This is the first lead of the ball game for the Bulacan Cuyas, 23-22. We still have 7 minutes and 29 remaining in the second. Arena in Binyan, Laguna, where our second of our Tuesday triple header is among us. Cebu Greats going up against the Bulacan Cuyas, the Generals, Rudy Distrito and Emerson Oreta on your screens. Coach Louis Gonzalez already getting ready for the main game later on. Meneses, turnover galing kay Mark. Bola ay nakuha ni Ichi. Attacking, gets the bomb, 2 free throws for Ichi.
And they want this challenge. C does not think that he fouled him. He might have a case though, because he had his arms up and it was actually Ichi who went to him and tried to initiate that contact.
The yellow light is on. Coach Alan Salangsang does think that that should not be a foul. Magbabalik tayo after this review.
sabay nagkakaisa. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na. Ang bawat labay pinaghahandaan, kaya yung mayaligang pakpakan. Todo suporta ang lahat sa kanya-kanyang kupunan. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang
Upon review, the challenge was successful. There was no foul, resulting in a jump ball at the center court.
You called it, Coach Mike? You felt that there was no foul? The challenge was successful. Nabaliktad ko na tuloy.
Oh, kasi si Ichi naman talaga nagsubok mag-create nung mag-initiate ng kota in the hope of creating that separation. Pero defense never budged.
But the hands of Ichi has been tremendous. And Chavez can't finish. Andre pushes. Benedictos drives. Ball is slapped. The ball goes back to Cebu.
And Benedictos, he has actually earned the respect of all the other teams, no? You see Benedictos on the three, close out. Do not let him get to that shot for, because he's so good at three-point shooter.
Coach Alan though saying to Herald Benedictos, itira mo na. Because of that very short time that he was open.
That's when you're most free.
Ichi can't get it to go. Magan lang, scoring natin dito. Defense is now much better for both of the teams. We'll see. Wanting to use that double drag. Expect that staggered screen. Andre Jacob, driving lane of the middle. Andre with the left. Malakas rebound by Chavez once again.
Well, that was a clear by Harold Benedictos on that weak side corner. Never saw him.
Chavez driving to the middle.
Look at that zone defense, though.
Probably just a little bit more adjustment for Elmer and Chavez. Does have 4 points already in the ball game.
No, but you gotta give credit sa depensa ng Bulacan. That zone is very active, no? Which is what I was saying earlier. They have athletic players that can actually chase down possessions, and right there, quickly, they engaged the guy with the ball and made him commit a mistake.
I remember last week, Coach Mike, I was talking about the versatility of the players of Cebu. You talk about Camacho, Reverente, Ariar. Now you add on itong si Elmer Chavez na mukhang ganun din ang pinanggalingang puno.
We have not even seen Cabahog yet.
That's right.
And even Bongbong Tampos.
Dolan Adlawan, Jer Guinyahan.
You know, it is going to be very interesting na magkasabay yung tatlong yun, no? Sa floor.
On July 16 to 18 and 18 will be in Cebu.
Oh, yes.
So sa ating mga Cebu fans, already reserved those dates. Benedicto stops, pops, long. We've seen that, Coach Mike. He might miss the first, pero alam natin, pag nag-init yan, hindi tumitigil yan si Herald Benedictos.
At hindi talaga titigil yan dahil that's one of the reasons why he's here in the MPBL, because he shoots the ball very well from three.
And Castillo returns to the ball game. Vince Sarmiento is injured for tonight, so a lot more playing time for Kenneth Castillo. Middle three is long. CJ Payawal out of nowhere, but it's blocked by Castillo. Second chance for CJ Payawal. 2 free throws for CJ.
And there's a reason why Bulacan is right now in the lead. You have not seen that zone get convincingly beat by Cebu. No, either you pass it on the wing, shooters outside, you get a dribble penetration downstairs, battle for the rebound. I think dun lang sila magkakaroon ng challenge securing the defensive rebound, because I think 2 or 3 possessions already we've seen Cebu able to get an offensive rebound and extend possessions.
Free throw na yan, nayatin sa'yo na extreme. Subok at kompletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas. Wanna go down to the post, but was not available. Josh Moralejo goes for the 3 straight line and in for Josh Moralejo.
Third 3-point make for Bulacan. They're 3 of 13. Not a very good percentage, but they are starting to pick up from them.
The lead is back for the Bulacan Cuyas. CJ
Nice
Cross
spread.
court, Tamsi has had 1-3, gets his second off the corner.
So for Al Francis, Tamsi's been the most consistent three-point shooter for Cebu, and they are gonna need him to try and break down that zone.
Their knock-off two-man game. Now goes 1-on-1 against Payawal.
It's a good matchup.
Aaron will be fouled from behind by CJ Payawal.
And he's too shifty. CJ's been trying to keep in step, and he was saying na hawakan yung kaliwang tuhod niya. This was that alley-oop, perfectly executed by the brothers.
That's Aaron to Andre on that play. Play of the game brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sports book of the MPBL.
Can we get a Juanito to Jaggy?
No, he's not gonna jump.
Oh yeah?
He would just
Shoot
take
it from the
three.
outside, di ba? Kasi dun siya, ano eh,
Doon mainit.
Paborito
Josh
niya.
Moralejo, back-to-back.
boy. And Bulacan shooting the ball very well from three right now. They are 3 out of 6 in this second quarter. A far cry from how they started in the first.
Better shootout between these two teams. The last two plays, Armenion can't get that midi.
I don't think Cebu has got into a very comfortable offensive set, ano? After this zone.
Moralejo, one more time. It's short. To your point, Coach Mike, hindi pa nga sila masyado nakaka-execute dito. Armenion off the drop. Ariar, patient. Gets two.
I think the last time we saw a very comfortable shot make inside the zone was the one by Chavez. And after that, everything's been tough.
Josh Moralejo has been waxing hot with 2 triples already here. Kenneth, okay dito kay Mark. Josh Moralejo, 6 on the shot clock. Drive,
Ganda.
kick, cruise, corner, long. Armenion with the rebound. Punta sila dito, Tamsi for his 3rd triple of the ball game.
Bulacan never got the memo that Al Francis Tamsi is one of their best three-point shooting guards, a 44% three-point shooter this season. He's knocked down another one, his 3rd in this game.
No Don Ontiveros in the lineup for today. You need a shooter to step up. Al Francis Tamsi says, I will be here. Gets the 3 in the lead back for Cebu. That 3 of Al Francis Tamsi gets the lead back for the Cebu Greats. Already has 2 triples in the second quarter, 3 in total, 9 points for the Boholano, Al Francis Tamsi.
But they have not really shot the ball well from 3 in the second quarter. They're actually 2 out of 7. A lot of that has to do with the zone defense of Bulacan.
Akop, defended by much taller guys. It's a turnover for Aaron Akop. Camacho, he likes this court-to-court. Armenion, wide open on the middle. Armenion can't get the 3. Is that a push or an out of bounds? They're saying that there was a shove coming off Simon Camacho.
Yeah, there was. Kasi hindi alam niya Simon, hindi siya aabot eh. Oh, but that ball will stay? No fouls called?
No foul.
All right. I thought there was a foul. Anyway, this is the Greats basketball right now.
Tamsi cannot find that drop pass.
Oh no, you open it
Nilabas.
again.
Tamsi can't get his 4th triple. Ketariar. That drop pass to Simon Camacho is too strong. Tamsi keeps it alive. The foul will be downstairs.
And very active on the offensive floor. Al Francis Tamsi making the right reads earlier. He catches the ball, gets that close out as expected, drives down the middle, tried to find a teammate, couldn't find anyone. And on that 50-50 ball, still helped out to try and battle for it.
Side dyan, penalty na. Itong Bulacan.
He's one of the tops when it comes to effective field goal shooting. That's a high 62%, and he shoots 44% from 3.
First guy in double digits in today's ball game.
Close
10
to about,
points.
yeah, close to about 3 assists per game as well.
There you go. First guy, 10 points in total for Al Francis Tamsi alongside 2 rebounds. Mart Barrera goes corner. Medina. JRU versus University of the East. CJ got tempted. Natawa siya eh. Alam niyang yung marirealize mo na lang, coach, na mali nga ako doon.
Oo. Well, once si Medina, medyo nag-stick yung bola sa kanya. Ang tagal na release. He wasn't gonna do anything against CJ Payawal until mag-commit ng mistakes si CJ. But if he's just gonna stand there and be honest with the defense, I don't think he's gonna do anything.
It's only the 3rd foul on Cebu. But Jem Cruz off the baseline, strong hard drive.
One of the guys they definitely will need to be active offensively for Bulacan.
Miscommunication between Armenion and Al Tamsi. Sabi ni Al, hindi naman kailangan magmadali. But Armenion wanted to push. MANNY Pay, the digital wallet built for the community. Screen for Marge is swiped from behind. Armenion with the basketball. Takbo sila, Payawal.
Nice pass.
That's a beautiful pass. Can't get it to go, a little too deep. CJ, step back to Ariar. Tamsi, off the wing. It's long. Foul will be on Simon Camacho.
And that is where they're really getting challenged. Defensive rebounds. Parang dito sa Bulacan, that time, fortunate for them, there was a foul call, but they were actually on their way to another offensive rebound. You still gotta close out your defense with a defensive rebound.
Medina with the ball. Goes to Jem Cruz.
Shuffle cut. Stagger. There you go.
Oh, Josh Moraleo can't get in control. Tamsi, 3 versus 2 behind the back. Ariar, kinulang. Pero babalik sa kanila. Camacho keeps the ball alive. It's too strong. 3 ties is no good. Josh Cruz, drive, float,
Ganda.
able to get the basket. It's Jem Cruz.
If you are an aspiring shooter, that is one action that you definitely got to look at. That move by Jem Cruz.
Fast break of the game brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sports book of the MPBL.
Got that ball, looked for his shot, saw that closeout, went and got a paint touch on a 2-foot jump stop, decided he was going to go float.
Basics of the game looking beautiful on Jem Cruz. Ties the ball game at 33.
Kapag may labay nagkakaisa, Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basket. Iwasan na ang mga bisyo, sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag alipin.
31 seconds left remaining in the second quarter. Armenion is being pressured by William C. It's going to be a charge on Andre Armenion. The pressure is successful for William C.
And this is what I was mentioning earlier. Length of the floor defense. I don't think that's going to be a problem for Bulacan. Just too many athletic guys inside hand dig. Very well executed until that off-balance moment for Andre Armenion.
I don't know, Coach, if it's just me, but he reminds me of the NBA.
Point lead, but then you're going to give one more crack for Cebu on their offensive side.
Defensive substitution. Mart Barrera returns to the ball game. Goes for Jem Cruz. Medina missing on the first. Can't get the lead for Bulacan to enter the second half.
First trip to the line for Medina.
Second is good for Medina. 18 seconds remaining, no more shot clock. Arminion still pressured by William C. The double off the back. Ariar, swing pass will be fouled. That's gonna hurt because that's gonna mean 2 free throws for Kit Ariar.
It is. And that was what we were talking about earlier. It's going to get them into another defensive stand when in fact they could have finished the quarter already with a what's called an LSQ, or the last shot of the quarter.
Scorer returns, Jem Cruz. Give a lot more options on the side of Bulacan. Ariar on the first is long. They are 7 out of 14, 50% lang on the free throw line ng Cebu Greats. Pangalawa ay malakas pa rin. 0 out of 2.
They got time.
Medina with 6. Uses the screen. Medina stops, pops, and goes out for Tristan Medina. But still a few smiles on the side of Bulacan as they'll end the first half with the lead, 34-33. Bulacan able to run it back.
Yeah, just a good momentum, especially mid of the second quarter when they really started to clamp up defensively.
34-33, Bulacan is up by 1.
Steps back into the game. What kind of effort can he make? And what a steal! That player's gonna even up the game. E9 in the final piece of the game. Can they make magic? White House wins the game!
Win the game. Easy long with Force Plus.
Kapag may labay nagkakaisa, Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na. Ang bawat labay pinaghahandaan, kaya yung bawat tigang magbakal, todo suporta ng lahat sa kanya-kanyang punan. Basketball muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag maalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na, MPBL na. Yan ang tiga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. MPBL na, yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. Ang bawat laban ay nakakakaba, dahil sa husay ng bawat isa. Sigawan ay yumayanig kapag nag-3 points na. Bawat bayan di matatalo, buong barangay ay suportado. Kahit ano ang mangyari, sama-sama tayo. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag maalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na, MPBL na. Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. MPBL na, yan ang liga ng bawat nagkakaisa. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na. Ang bawat labay pinaghahandaan. Kaibigang pambahan. Todo suporta ng lahat sa kanya-kanyang kupunan. Basketball muna tayo. Iwasan na ang mga piso. Sports ang ating iisipin. Sa droga ay huwag paanitin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. MPBL, yanandigan ang bawat Pilipino.
White House steps back into the game. What kind of effort can he make? And what a steal! That man's gonna even up the game. E9 in the final game of the game. Can they make magic? White House wins the game!
Win the game. Easy long with Sports Plus.
Babalik tayo dito sa Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. Second of our Tuesday triple header. Bulacan is up by 1. Cebu started out strong but a recovery by Bulacan that eventually got them the lead here in the second quarter.
And one of the reasons kung bakit bumaba yung field goal percentage para dito sa Cebu is because of the zone defense of Bulacan. Really slowed them down. Ang naging challenge lang para dito sa Bulacan was securing the rebounds. That's why you see a -10 in that department every time. They really, for the most part, getting opportunities for offensive rebounds. The turnovers really more where Bulacan is known for, where they were able to force 11 turnovers dito sa Cebu, but they only got 5 points out of it. Shows also the defensive transition of Cebu, and the bench was pretty big for Cebu, getting good scoring from guys like Akop. The Akop brothers actually composed 10 of those points from the bench.
Tamsi with 11 though on the other end. Camacho with 6. Chavez, the newest addition on the side of Cebu, has already contributed 4. And Aison Tiveros with that early triple. On the other end though, no one in double figures. Josh Moralejo, that turn and spurt, 8 points already. Ironakop with 6, Cruz with 5, and William C with 5 of his own.
And also another thing that Bulacan has done so well in the second quarter, apart from defending, is making their threes. They were 1 out of 9 in the first quarter, but soon as the second came in, lalo na mid-part, they were 3 out of 7. That is so much better shooting from 3 in the second for the Kuyas compared the Generals rather compared to how they did it in the first.
Different 5 for Cebu to start the third quarter. Mark Meneses, we've not seen for quite some time. Not the same type of ball game coming off Mark. Here he is, drives off the left. Early attack is good for Mark Meneses.
A more mobile 5, in my opinion, for Cebu to try and match up against this athletic, guys from Bulacan. Now they're the ones to go to zone.
William C can't get the 3. Aison Tiveros, punta dito kay Itchy. A lot of space for the shooter. In and out for Itchy. Rebounded by... I didn't see who got the rebound. Itchy with a steal. That's number 3. Itchy sprint. Can't get the basket. Pero si Itchy will troop to the line for 2.
Just quick thinking from a point guard like Ichi Altamirano, understanding that it was going to be a pass ahead and I got to go steal it.
That steal of the game is brought to you by the Extreme Boom 3 waterproof speaker, unstoppable sound, ultimate power.
Kaya marami ngayon mga coaches that because of that situation, yung pass ahead na kung saan na-deflect yung bola ni Ichi, there are coaches now that actually do a early and opposite in transition. I don't know if you've heard of that, or you pass it ahead and soon as you get that ball to the point guard, you immediately ball reverse it to the other end kasi naka-load yung depensa dun sa ball side.
That's right.
So you're gonna generate a couple of closeouts the other end, which puts a lot of pressure on the defense.
1 of 2 for H.L. Altamirano.
Oh, that's a foul.
It could be reviewed
unspoiled, yeah.
because it was above the head.
Could be unspoiled.
William C. is getting into the heads of the point guard at Cebu. Earlier, it was Arminion that he got entangled with. Ngayon naman, ito si Itchy Altamirano.
Ang maganda dyan, hindi siya nagpapa-apekto no? He just keeps on playing. He doesn't mind all these extra stuff inside the floor. But soon that call is made, he just forgets about it and moves on to the next play. And you see his teammates actually listening to him, even in a half-court sets.
That was the pump. But then there was the foul of Itchy Altamirano. There was no on-spot coming from Itchy. It was really just a bump.
Maaaring ang in-anticipate pa niya, no?
13 on the shot clock. 1-2-2 is the zone being played. Tamsi with the quick hands. Turnover for Jem Cruz. Takbo ang Cebu. Mark Meneses all the way for the lead.
Yung parang semi-ganon, no? Early pitch ahead and you ball reverse it the other side.
Ice with a quick hands. The lefties are doing it all. Ice with 5 in the ball game.
You see that? Point in cage. That's the second time they've gotten a deflection and almost a steal on that same side load up in transition.
It is now a 7-0 run to start the quarter. That was Ice with the good read to the finish. And this fast break is brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sportsbook of the MPBL. Just like that, it is already a 6-point lead in favor of Cebu. Get ready for the plot twist of the season. Don't miss the newest Turkish drama to hit Philippine screens, Twist of Fate, weeknights at 8 o'clock on Solar Flix. Solar Flix is seen on Sky Channel 16, Signal Channel 21, Cable Link Channel 33, and DDT Channel 21 in Metro Manila. Balik action tayo dito sa MPBL.
Yeah, that's Kid Navarro, and I forgot the name of yung bata. He's one of the coaches in the club that's called FBA here in the South. One of my players in some recreational leagues that we have here.
Offensive rebound by Aaron Akop.
Grabe trumabaho yung Akop, ha? No, kita mo, rebound, able to sneak in and steal that ball away.
Very interesting ball game that we are having, Coach Mike. Both teams are now donning a zone.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same. And now it boils down to who can execute better. You know, quick hitters in offensive sets and movements against that zone.
There was a push coming from Aaron Akop. The second on Aaron Akop, second team foul as well. Trying to box out and push for that basketball, pero natulak itong si Ice Ontiveros. Ball returns to Cebu. Mark on the floater is short. Rebounded by Jem Cruz. He gives it up to Aaron Akop. Slows it down. Drives. Akop. Bounce pass to March De Leon is challenged by Camacho. Meneses. Push ball. Itchy all alone for the two.
That's where it becomes pretty dangerous if you're Cebu. Because you have a Mark Meneses that can definitely put that ball on the floor and pass it ahead.
Miss.
Rebound.
Matak mo na naman ang Cebu. Itchy was caught with the lift. Gusto niyang itulak eh.
Oo.
Kaso may tao sa harap.
At saka ang sikip, hindi maganda yung spacing ni, was that Simon Camacho and Mark Meneses.
Good intention but couldn't really get the execution. LGR, the official outfitter of the MPBL.
But she also had the lane. Hindi rin niya kinuha, no?
Akop with a turnover, 4 versus 2. Amsi to the left is a miss. Meneses, pangalawang pagkakataon. Fresh 14. Itchy, extra pass, corner. Balik kay Itchy. Sheta na lang. Meneses, strong once again. Camacho on the third try, still blocked. Pang-apat na pagkakataon, wala pa rin. 4 tries, no basket. Cruz on the drive. Stops, uses the
Oh,
back.
yeah.
It's good for Jem Cruz.
That's the second time we've seen Jem Cruz do that. Shot fake, close out, escape dribble, pull up. He's been so good. And again, babalik tayo din sa nagiging challenge para dito sa zona ng Bulacan. It's the defensive rebounding almost every time. Look at that. Another offensive rebound for Cebu. Well, they were able to recover.
Takbo ang Bulacan. Moralejos goes to Mark Barrera. He's gonna be fouled.
That is 16 offensive rebounds for Cebu. But the second chance opportunities, they only got 5. So napakababa niyan. And you'd like to think, size-wise lamang sila. No?
Not able to maximize on the offensive rebounding. Earlier, that was 5 tries
Yeah.
for Cebu, but couldn't get a basket. Barrera gets his first free throw.
But they're roughly about, I think, 22 minutes per game. One of the most used players for Coach Allen.
Field goal percentage, Bulacan only with 33, while Cebu with 31. Ngayon, punta muna tayo sa ating courtside reporter, Miss Lyra Punsalan.
Coach Aldrin Morante challenged Cebu to slow down mentally. Wala kayong pasensya, he said with a shout. Matapos makita ang sunod-sunod na one-pass shots at kawalan ng ball movement. Ang bili niya, ipasok muna sa bigs kahit umabot pa ng 5 pasa dahil lamang sila sa ilalim at kaya nilang i-dominate ang offensive rebounds. Pinunto rin niya ang bench points, free throws at turnovers, reminding everyone na gumalaw sa opensa at huwag tumayo-tayo lang. Gawin natin ng paraan, he said with urgency, especially wala si Coach Tondon today dahil inaayos na nga ang paparating na home game nila. Back to you guys.
Thank you for that, Lyra. Coach, 1 point.
Yeah.
Ang pangailangan na sinabi nitong si Lyra to that report.
Yeah. Tama yung mga message ni Coach Aldrin. Minsan may mga kailangan kang mensaheng ibigay na, alam mo yun, yung medyo may diin ng konti because it's pretty obvious. But these guys gotta respond. And again, another one right there. A quick outlet. That ball went almost the entire 93 feet of the way from the baseline out of bounds. And it was only Mark Meneses who was able to locate that pass.
March De Leon will trip to the line for 2. Might be a little undersized in today's ball game. Vince Sarmiento will not be suiting up. He is injured.
This is a good substitution here. Chavez now going in. I felt he was a spark plug in that second quarter run.
First free throw is short for March De Leon. March in the ball game still has not made a basket. He has 5 rebounds and 1 assist. 0 out of 2 for March. Zone being played once again. Slow offense. They want to execute. Ikot ang bola. Itchy uses it. Chavez. Drive and kick. Tamsi on the corner. Straight line and in. Triple. Number 4 for Al Francis Tamsi.
So far, the most consistent zone breaker for Cebu. Where would Cebu be if not for those 5 made threes of Al Francis Tamsi?
This was the drive and kick to the corner. This 3-point shot is brought to you by Extreme Water Protected Speakers. Dive into music with Extreme Speakers.
You like drive and kicks. Now on a quick reaction from the scorers. Good pickup right there.
Ako can't answer with his own triple. Rebounded by Mart. Isa pang pagkakataon. 3 is short. Third try. No fresh 14. Moralejo with the left. That was tough for Josh Moralejo.
Ang hirap nun. Tsaka paano, no? Pa-fade. Pa-drift siya papunta sa kaliwa. Had to hand it over to his left and then finish.
Balik ang kalamangan sa 3 lamang. 2 shooters on the court. In Hisalem and Tamsi. Wowie, Escosio just too long and too strong on the inside.
That might be one part of that zone breaker that they might need to use. That power inside, that heft.
Akop on the drive, middle. Float is good. Wanted the foul. He might have a point.
Ang klase aero na Akop talaga, no? Little rucker step. Got that baby and then eventually went middle of the floor for that twisted floater.
Are we still even surprised?
Not anymore.
Coach Mike, we're just fans at this point.
That's right.
And Chavez can get the float. Isa pang offensive rebound. Wowie powers through the inside. Gets the bump, the basket, and the bonus.
Maui's Kosho proving to be a vital piece pulled out from the bench by Coach Aldrin. Right there, a couple of guys trying to stop him, and walang problema yan kay Wawi Escocio. Inside the paint, it's just tough to stop.
If we were talking about Wawi Escocio about 3 years ago, you wouldn't even notice that. You wouldn't even recognize him now with how much weight he has lost, with a better movement. And talaga mas maganda yung kondisyon, Coach Mike.
I thought last season when I forgot the team that he played at, I'm not sure if it was Davao. I thought he was really playing very well, especially on the perimeter. Smooth.
Bump basket bonus. Kenneth Castillo this time around on the other end.
Castillo doing his thing. Very impressive on that move. 2 on the ball. Wawi Scotia forgot about it. The Chavez tried to peel off and be the guy that's going to tag low. But there was that finish.
3-point play is completed by Kenneth Castillo. 49-47. MANNY, the digital wallet built for the community. Zone still played. Ramignon goes middle. Chavez with a fake drive. Strong. Wawi keeps it alive. One more time. Wawi with the hang time. Not there. Third opportunity. Kuha ng Cebu. Arminion. One more to Hesalem. Floater for JJ. In and out. Bulacan ang may bola. No numbers. Will they go early? They go corner. Almost a turnover. It's short. Takbo. Arminion all alone will get this lay.
Well, it's the fast breaks. Diyan bumabawi. Itong Cebu Greats, they are plus 12 in that stat. 17-5. 3 on its way.
It's been long para dito kay Aeronacop. Through the middle. Turnover for Josh Moralejo. Hesalem, he likes this. Early 3 for Hesalem is good. The former Tiger gets a 3.
You never leave him that free, that open. And he is not going to shy away from taking.
This is now a 7-point lead. Acop has struggled from the outside. Cut through the middle. The dive is successful for Marge De Leon.
Our scoring has slowed down for Bulacan only because this zone has really been more dynamic for Cebu.
Andre,
Wow.
beautiful pass going down to Elmer Chavez.
I've always thought that losing Brian Heruela was a big loss at the guard spot, but it matters how Andre Arminion is gonna respond to it. And so far, we're quite impressed at how he's been doing on the floor.
Talk about impressive. Wawi Escocio and his impact here in the third quarter. That's the 4th rebound for Wawi Escocio. Dive by Chavez. Floater still long. A minute and 44 remaining. 56-49.
Had that shot and balance pero I felt nagmadali yung tira na yun para kay Chavez.
Corner for Moralejo. Can't get it. Marge. Jumper. Good for Marge.
Medium range Marge De Leon, no problem. One of his cup of tea, really, aside from getting rebounds and defending against the bigs of their opposing team.
Andre bigay dito kay Denison. Arminion hesitates, drives. Scoop shot by Andre Arminion, looking like Steph Curry on that lay.
I think the best version of Andre Arminion that I've seen was when he was, correct me if I'm wrong, when he was playing for Valenzuela, I think.
He also played well actually for Pampanga.
Yeah.
Honestly though, I'm just a fan of Andre Arminion. The way he's very smooth, a very good creator.
Tsaka kalmado, no?
Yes.
Alam mo yun?
This was the play of the game. This was Moralejo on that left hand fader. Play of the game is brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sports book of the MPBL.
Yung mga materials na pang highlights. You gotta have that.
There's a challenge right here by Coach Aldrin, and we'll be back after this review.
na may nagkakaisa. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na. Ang bawat
Upon review, the challenge was successful. There was no foul, resulting in a jumble at the center court. There was a warning on Cebu number 7, Ron Dennison, for unsportsmanlike behavior.
na tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang lahat.
There you go, all ball coming from Ron Dennison. There is no foul.
Kaya ang bilis niyan tumakbo.
May warning siya though for that. For him showing the ball for sportsmanlike behavior, not a technical. Wowie Escosio able to tap the ball to Ron Dennison. Minute remaining. Wowie on the middle. High-low plays. Alley-oop is not good. Gem with numbers. Gem goes to the left. Medina, Dipsidu, can't get it. Wowie, once again, Coach
Yeah.
Mike.
And nobody's taking that ball away from him. Kung paano niya kinuha yung rebound na yun, kapit na kapit sa kamay niya. Andre once again.
7-second differential. And Chavez, that is a charge.
Yeah, that is a charge. That is really anticipating that second bump. There was that first bump. He knew that second bump was coming. And there, part of it he sold. But again, yung sitwasyon kasi dyan, kailangan equal force. Diba? So kung sabay kayong parehong malakas, walang foul yan. But mas malakas yung kabila, it looked that way because he sold it. Nice.
Williams, he gets the bomb, the basket, and the bonus. Offensive rebound by the smallest man on the court.
He might just be one of the more silent contributors for Bulacan right now. Able to track that missed shot and came up with a quick shot underneath.
William C. One of the contributors in today's ball game. That free throw is a miss. 2 seconds remaining. Escosio, full court heave. It's short for Wowie Escosio, but that will end the quarter. Coach Mike, 25 points for Cebu to get this lead all the way up to 5, 23rd.
This quarter has pretty much been, you know, a lot of adjustments for both coaches, especially against the zone, and I felt both did the right things, made the correct adjustments. Wowie Escosio came in and changed things a little bit inside the paint, and the Bulacan just kept going at it. But guys like Andre Arminion, Ron Dennison, even Chavez doing a better job closing out this quarter.
58 to 53, lamang Cebu ng 5. We enter the fourth.
Back into the game. What kind of effort can he make? And what a steal! That way is going to even up the game. 9 in the final piece of the game. Can they make magic? White Lounge wins the game!
Win the game. Easy long with Force Plus.
Home games that will happen in Cebu. July 16 versus Binyan, July 18 versus Caloocan. It is going to be at the Hoops Dome on July 16 and the Cebu Coliseum on July 18. Dalawang magandang kalaban for your home team. Reserve your dates, Cebuanos, dahil bibisita tayo dyan ang Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. That's gonna be 2 tough and beautiful games for Cebu.
Ngayon pa lang parang kinikinita ako ng ang daming tao niya.
Panigurado.
Considering their opponents.
Coach Mike, you know the Cebuanos are very passionate for their basketball.
Yeah. I remember back during the time of the late coach Atoba Dolato, that was one of the places that they would frequent. Cebu and Davao, if I recall correctly.
Of course, one of the places that have really made basketball a religion. Kaya ngayong si Safi, may sarili silang liga dun eh. Dahil si Safi is one of the better leagues, one of the best leagues we have in the country.
One might even argue that aside from Pampanga, that's another basketball hotbed.
Oh, it is, coach. Of course, two of the greatest players that we had came from Cebu. Junmar Fajardo,
Ay, napakarami.
Ramon Fernandez,
of course.
two of the quote-unquote greatest in the country, Nondon Ontiveros, R.R. Pugoy, if I'm not mistaken. Siyempre,
Dami
mga
nila.
to, Ron Denison, Ice Ontiveros.
That's why when this team got formed last season and made quick adjustments middle, ramdam mo talaga yung passion ng mga taga Cebuano for in support of their team, and they are getting a lot of it, no? Ang suporta from home.
Technical is called on Don Reverente for sportsman-like behavior. They already had a warning earlier. Si Ice minamasahe, mukhang muscle lang daw, but that free throw is important for Bulacan to cut into the lead. That is going to be a step coming from Ron Denison. Zone still played by Cebu. 1-2-2. Call thumbs down. We'll see. Hesitates. Fires. Offensive rebound. Castillo through the middle. Drop pass. Medina stays
Galing.
patient. Bump. Basket. Bonus for Jonathan Medina.
Ganda ng pagkakapreno ni Jonathan Medina doon after nung pasa sa kanya. Was that Castillo who gave it that drops, that pass underneath?
Patience on patience. Castillo off the fake. And then the drop pass. Fake ulit. Galing dito kay Medina.
Ang nakatulong sa kanya, walang bump na nangyari galing sa depensa. And so that was an easy find.
Sports Plus is the official sports book of the MPBL. Scan the QR code to player. Visit www.sportsplus.ph. William C. gets the lead back for Bulacan.
Just like that. Quick answer for Bulacan. Now it's Cebu's turn to try and respond. Back to that zone again.
This gutsy, pesky, heartsy Bulacan team is once again challenging one of the giants. But Wowie Escocio has made a big impact here in the second half.
And he is against that zone, one of the guys that you have to locate, box out, and keep out of the way of that rebound action.
Wowie Escocio with 6 points and 6 rebounds alongside 2 steals here in the ball game. Drive by Andre, it's short. Don with the rebound. Punta sila dito kay Ron Denison. 8 minutes remaining in the ball game.
Di nila nakita kaagad yung cross screen kay Castillo doon. He was free underneath until that time that Don Reverente was able to recover.
Ice pressured by Jonathan.
There you go.
Down low once again. Wowie, fake, fade. Not there. Jem Cruz, turnover. Wowie, isa pa. Too long, too strong, and too good. Wowie Escocio powers through.
Can't deny him twice in succession. Wowie Escocio might have gotten stopped earlier, but a quick pass by Don Reverente resulted in that bucket for Wowie Escocio, and he has been magnificent here against this zone.
Second half impact by Wowie Escocio is evident.
4 out of 5 from the field. 4 out of 6 rather.
Wowie can't get it. Akop goes to William C. Drives hard. Extra pass, mid-range jumper. Can't get it to go. Castillo try to go for a spin, keeps the ball alive. Still 10 seconds remaining. Akop far out. Two-man game, blitzed. Gets through the middle. Foul will be called on Wowie Escocio.
Well, C was actually telling Aaron Akop to swing that ball over to that left wing so that it moves that ball and it moves that defense, making it shift. But that never happened. The ball got stuck with Aaron Akop. He had to find a way to score, tried to split it, but eventually got fouled.
Coach, one guy absent in this ball game who is not to his numbers. Mark Meneses, who is subbing in the ball game, only has 6 points and 5 rebounds to his name.
But in my opinion, only because Wawi Scotia has done an excellent job against the zone. Especially on those, yung pick up ng mga offensive rebounds.
Josh Moralejo, drop pass to March. Challenge well by Don Reverente. Itchy plays point guard.
The zone breaker here now is going to be Al Francis Tamsi.
Bulacan goes with a man-to-man. Meneses drives. It's fouled by Aaron Akop.
How good has Mark Meneses been? You see that situation. He got that ball on the corner. Didn't see he had a shot. He saw that defense close out, put the ball on the floor, went up, did not panic. And he found out a guy in Don Reverente that was right in front of the rim and fed it off to him.
Itchy. It's a good line, but just in and out. Tamsi decides to drive. Punta kay Reverente. One-hander is good for Don Reverente.
And one of the reasons that they practically got bit in that spin by Al Francis Tamsi is because they had a lot of respect for his outside shooting.
Lead is up to 5 in favor of Cebu. What does Bulacan do? Barrera, floater, in and out. The struggles are now seen on the offensive side of Bulacan, Coach Mike.
And you have 3 very good rebounding bigs on the floor at the same time for Cebu. Don Reverente, Alvin Baitiong, Mark Meneses. You're gonna need that against the zone.
Orange play. Can't get it done. Sila dito kay Mark. 10 seconds remaining. Mark. Tough shot for Mark Meneses. Alvin keeps it alive. Alvin drives. One more. Almost another offensive rebound. Moralejo. Bounce pass to Mark. What a good
No
find with
way.
Mark Meneses. Sprints down and gets the block.
Yun, I knew that was coming. Nandito pa lang sa tapat natin si Mark Meneses, alam mo nang aabutin eh. And he has that lengthy arm that allows him to chase blocks like that. And he is one of the reasons why Cebu is #1 when it comes to blocks per game at close to 4 per game.
We gotta make a blocking highlight from today and yesterday. Yesterday, DJ Fenner. Today, Kimani Ladi, Simon Camacho. Now, Mark Meneses enters that picture. 4 beautiful blocks here in the MPBL. Reverente with a strong attack. Lead is now up to 7. Moralejo can't answer. Coach Alan Salangsang running out of options here. 5 minutes and 29. The lead is up to 7. Can Benedictos be the savior? Moralejo gets the ball. Manny paid the digital wallet built for the community. Rejects the screen. Natanggal ang sapatos. May naiwan. Yung sapatos nga lang ang naiwan.
We saw twice of that in Mindoro actually. Kalimutan ko na kung sino yung player.
Ulit siya. The drive. Ayun.
block.
Yung kanang paa. Kanang sapatos ni Josh Moralejo.
That is block number 2 for Mark.
Boys, you have to tie your shoelaces. Herald is blocked. 0 out of 3. They are respecting his three-pointer, closing out on Herald.
No question.
Foul down low for Jim Cruz.
There are 2 things that you have to deny Herald Benedictus, which I feel they've done so well. 1, the ball. And number 2, the space. If you don't have the ball, you're not going to get it. And if by any chance you do, you are not going to have enough space to let go of that shot.
Cruz can't get the first free throw. 9 out of 15. 0 out of 2. 9 out of 16. Para dito sa Bulacan. Both teams struggling on the line. Itchy Punta dito kay Mark. Fouled by William C.
Alam mo, maaring, if you are looking to stop Mark Meneses on a downhill, on a weak side cut, that might be the best way to influence him. Going right side of the floor with still a dribble to make.
Meneses, not the same types of numbers in today's ball game. That's only going to be point number 7 for Mark Meneses, who is averaging 17 and 9 per ball game. Medyo, he really struggled on the zone from si Mark Meneses, but still will be given the trust by Coach Aldrin Morante here in the end game. 8 points in total for Mark Meneses. The lead is up to 9 in favor of Cebu.
Impressively, Mark Meneses leads in minutes, points, shooting percentage from the perimeter and from 3, and even from the free throw.
They try to create for Harold on the corner. It wasn't available.
It's going to be a lift.
Switch, pick and roll, read well by Don Reverente. Buhay ang bola. And Don Reverente with the late recovery is gonna foul March De Leon.
And that was all effort on a possession that nobody owned. And he was just quick to spin and go for that shot. Didn't matter where that defense was going to come. He was primarily focused on making that shot.
March De Leon, chance for a three-point play to cut it into a two-possession ball game and not available. This free throw is brought to you by Extreme, ang subok at kompletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas.
You gotta get out of there if you're Alvin Baitiong.
Off in corner, pero nabuhay, nahanap, at napakiti. Etong si Alvin Baichong with his assist.
Parang naririnig ko na si Coach Aldrin na sumisip. Labas dyan, wag ka dyan. Because he was too high and very close to that mid-court. Could have been trapped.
Cruz stops, pops, drops.
Oh my.
For Jem Cruz, a tough three for Jem.
There's been color developing between these two. Kanina, you saw Itchy get called for that foul, and Itchy's not having any of this. I'm sure William is really just trying to get in the head of Itchy Altamirano, understanding he's a point guard that can, make things different in looks para sa Cebu.
Telling you, Coach, he really reminds me of Jose Alvarado. This was the three by Jem Cruz, and then there was a push on Aaron Ako, but there was no whistle. And then medyo may konting kulay dito kay Itchy tsaka kay William C. There is a review by our referees to clarify what is happening.
And it matters now kung paano magiging adjustments dito ng Bulacan. You're down only 6 points, but the thing is, you have not really been very consistent, especially in the third quarter.
Review is done. The referee is on his way to our official stable to announce what the official call will be.
It's actually a very good rebounding game. We've had a total of 114 rebounds combined between these two teams. 64 rebounds and 50 for Bulacan.
No fouls called, no technicals as well. The ball will just return for Cebu on the final 4 minutes of the ball game.
Slash middle.
Oh, ball is tapped. It's turnover for Itchy. Jem, 5 straight points for Jem Cruz.
That is a turnover that you clearly do not expect from Itchy Altamirano. That's a trap.
Across the ball. We haven't seen Simon Camacho and Al Francis Tamsi for a while. Oh, sorry, Al Francis inside. Alvin Baichong powers through. I was gonna say Wawi Escosio. Pero hindi kailangan dahil si Alvin Baichong gets the two to go.
And he's giving him quality minutes. Good look.
Medina, it's an air ball for Jonathan Medina.
He was wide open for that shot.
They want to slow things down. They want to create for Al Francis Tamsi. They go down low to Alvin Baichong.
They want to milk this.
Alvin, 1-on-1. Alley-oop to Don Reverente. Far out and 4 straight points gets this lead back all the way up to 8.
And Coach Alvin Morante, soon as yung bola dumating kay Alvin Baitiong, he was telling everyone, go back, go to the back end of that zone because nobody's gonna see you, which is exactly what happened on that pass and that shot made by Don Ontiveros.
Old school type of basketball, inside to an inside. That is successful 8-point lead for the Greats. This play of the game is brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sports book of the MPBL.
Let me correct myself, that is not Don Ontiveros, that is Don Reverente.
Yes,
Oh
there
my
you go.
God.
That was the semi-high-low play of the right post going down low to Don Reverente. Old school type of basketball, but if it works, it works.
But I don't think Don Ontiveros is going to have a problem shooting it from that close.
Oh, yes. Cruz, challenged by Alvin Baitiong. Baitiong showing that he can move his feet, gets the block. Reverente, 3 versus 2. Don, gonna be short, rebounded by Don. Itchy decides to slow things down, di kailangan madaliin.
That's a foul, yeah.
Gonna be a charge on Don Reverente.
Paset pa lang kasi yung ano yung screen ni Don Reverente, kumilos na si Al Francis Tamsi. That is why he got called for that foul.
74-66. Still 2 minutes and 30 remaining. Still a lot of basketball.
Yeah.
Moralejo drives, gets the 2.
Haba pa nito. Down 6. 2.5 remaining. A lot of time.
Second leading scorer.
Oh, there's a steal.
There you go, Josh Moralejo. 1-on-1 against Itchy Altamirano. They are having a hard time crossing this basketball. Coach Mike Meneses pressured by C. There's going to be a push coming from Josh Moralejo. They are in penalty. Not a good foul coming from Josh.
And Itchy Altamirano really being defended well. In this instance, he had that rock, fumbled it, and there was that steal.
Pressure by Josh Moralejo is successful. Getting that full court steal of the game is brought to you by Extreme Boom 3 waterproof speaker, unstoppable sound, ultimate power.
Itchy Altamirano brought in here to be another guard to help level up, especially with the movement of Ryan Heruela.
Remember in the off-season, he was playing for Zamboanga. More of a 2 guy, itong si Itchy Altamirano, a talented scorer, but will be given a challenge for Cebu, which he will be playing much more of a point guard in this team. Itchy goes 2 for 2. Cebu calling on a timeout here. They're up by 6. It's a 2-possession ball game. Bulacan still with a lot of basketball to be played. Magbabalik tayo. Sports Plus is the official sports book of the MPBL. Scan the QR code to pay or visit www.sportsplus.ph. The Bulacan City Cowboys is already warming up. Later on, they'll be going up against the Parañaque Patriots. Josh Moralejo, almost
Almost fumbled.
almost sprained his ankle. He drives, dishes.
Good pass.
We'll see. Hesitated. Last 2 minutes brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sportsbook of the MPBL. Here he is, shooting the three. It's short, but Josh Moralejo gets the putback. 2-possession ball game.
Moralejo off ball has provided that needed lift for Bulacan. 2-possession game.
Don Reverente fakes that handoff, gets to cross the basketball. Arminion with 13.
Too much clock.
8 on the shot clock. Arminion stops, pops long. Rebound is gonna be secured by Aronaco. Pagkakataon para tuluyang lumapit. Cruz drive, speed advantage, fouled from behind by Alvin Baitiong.
Well, and you see how Jem Cruz got defended. Shot fake, went downhill. Andre Arminion did never even disengage with Aronaco because understood, if I engage on that drive by Jem Cruz, I got a 3-pointer that I'm giving up on top of the key.
A minute and 19 remaining in the ball game. It's gonna be an opportunity for Jem Cruz to continue to cut.
Hey,
Lolo Coach Mike,
this is Ada.
2 jobs in one. My analyst and Ada's Lolo in one. Jem Cruz on the second free throw. Can't get it to go, but this is a 1-possession ball game. Rebounded by Alvin Baitiong.
Yeah. Play good defense now.
Reverente crosses the ball. Arminion slows it down. Reverente attacks. What a beautiful move. It's gonna be strong.
But Moralejo right there with the chase.
Now Moralejo tries to drive. Labas sila dito kay Jem Cruz.
You gotta get out of there.
Jonathan Medina drives. Can't find a teammate. Turnover by Jonathan Medina. 2 versus 1. Meneses flies. Blocked by William C. They're asking for a foul. 3-pointer by Jem Cruz is good. What a sequence we are having.
Oh my goodness. I have seen it all with Bulacan. These guys just have no give up. They just keep going at you. In a moment when you thought they committed a mistake and it was an easy bucket the other way for the Cebu Greats looking for an advantage, they get that block on Mark Meneses and quickly they sprinted back, got that to Jem Cruz, and he pops that 3.
No quit in this team. All heart, all guts. Jem Cruz with a 3 ties the ball game at 76. Let's listen in to Coach Aldrin.
Nandito na nga tayo eh. Kanina, dali-dali.
Hey, wait.
Ay, tubig mo tayo. Sige mo natin yung bola. Pag sige natin yung bola, magkakaroon tayo. Hindi ka ba? Hindi, siya muna. Siya pumasok. Siya yung pumasok eh. Siya. Tulungan mo sa depensa, pare. Okay? Last yan tayo, pagbalik.
Hey, once up tayo ha.
Last yan. Depensa tayo.
Last push sa defense, last push.
One stop defense.
In the last 4 losses, in the last 5 games of the Bulacan team, they have lost only by single digits. Very tight games. When you think, they're just gonna roll over and give up.
Let's see what play Coach Aldrin has. I'm Alvin on the post. They decide for the 14. Alvin, 1-on-1 to Arminion. 8 on the shot clock. Reverente on the post. Reverente attacks. Reverente deep. Can't get it by Chong on the putback. Can't get it to go. Bulacan has an opportunity to take the lead. William C. It is going to be a turnover against William C.
They're gonna review this. We didn't see so much of what happened right there, but there might be a good chance this ball stays with Bulacan.
This was the sprint by William C. And then it hit the leg of William C.
That is going to be Cebu ball.
Actually, hindi lumaban si Coach Alan. Nakita niya sa harap niya, tinanggap niya. And he was saying to William C, you have to push the ball forward. Nanggigil lang si William C. So last shot time for Cebu. Still a timeout each for both of the teams. Coach Aldrin will use his. An opportunity for them to call a play. Coach Mike, what a sequence. What a fourth quarter we are watching here.
Boy, and that defense though by Bulacan earlier speaks a lot on their commitment to defend. Let's listen in.
Compose, stay composed. Stay composed, stay composed. Stay composed. Stay composed. We good, coach. We good, coach. So why?
16
Andre
seconds,
ito,
ha?
Andre ito. Ichi, go. Okay. Pagbaba ni Ichi. I-control nyo nga yan. Okay. Nakaba ito. Bigay natin ito.
Coach, ito ako, down screen ako dito. Ako to, coach? Ako to?
Ikaw to, ikaw. Ito si Lakay. Pag wala, Lakay, ikaw na to doon. Pwedeng tayo kay Lakay. Hey, last shot tayo.
16.
Last shot tayo.
16 seconds, 16 seconds.
Hindi, nandan tayo dyan. Yan lang, last shot na tayo.
Clear instructions, Coach Mike, with 16 remaining in the ball game. They want to go for the last shot of the game.
My first question really is, who is Lakay? Because I couldn't tell who that guy was, but definitely I thought I heard him say that there's going to be a pin down, and I'd like to think that pin down is where that ball's going to be
I would
entered.
assume, Coach, Lakay, coming from Pangasinan, might be Mark Meneses.
Could be. Could be. I love that.
Let's see. Let's see.
Let's see.
Let's see. Itchy. Ibinigay ni Andre. Punta sila dito kay Mark. Itchy attacks early. Goes to Mark Meneses. 1 second differential between game clock and shot clock. Arminion attacks. Arminion drives. Right hand. Can't get it to go. That ball is stopped and it will stay with Cebu.
Makes you wonder, why is Alfrancis Tamsi not in there? To be a floor spacer, right?
That's right. No shooter on the court.
No shooter on the
Para
court.
dito sa Cebu.
That is right.
They're gonna put in Kent Ariar. This was the drive and the block by Jem Cruz.
I don't think he was in good balance to take that shot, see Andre Arminion. In as much as he's done excellent early in his game, that shot, I don't think he had enough space.
Coach, I remember there was a shot clock, which is 1 second differential. They turned it off now, but the ball did not hit the ring. So this is going to be very interesting. Let's see if they put a shot clock here. It's going to be 3.5, but the ball will stay with Cebu.
That's enough time. That is a lot of time for a baseline out of bounds.
Let's see what they have. No Wawi Escocio, no Ice Ontiveros, no Al Francis Tamsi on the court, no Simon Camacho. By Chong with the slip. Alvin can't get it to go. One more time. Alvin, 2 tries. And we are going to overtime.
Oh my. The classic hot stove screen does it again, but Alvin Baitiong could not make that attempt. I don't know if I recall this correctly, but he's 0 out of 3 in point-blank shots. That's the hot stove screen that I was talking about. That was that good shot. He missed it, gave it a chase, got one more crack at it, and he rushed it. Oh my.
2 good opportunities for Alvin Baitiong. Can't get it to go. The run, the heart, the gutsiness of Bulacan got them a comeback. We are going into overtime here in Binyan.
Kapag may labay nagkakaisa, Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball. Ang bawat away pinaghahandaan. Todo suportahan sa kanya-kanyang puhunan. Iwasan na ang mga isyu.
overtime here in Binyan.
I wouldn't mind.
It's a good game, coach.
game,
we
right?
always love good quality basketball. Reverente on the post. Bump, first two, can't get it to go. Escocio, second try, can't get it to go. Coach, they are struggling. Offensive rebound, marami. But the second chance points, you were saying, it's not to the advantage of Cebu.
Yes, agree. How many offensive rebounds did they get? Look at that staggering number. 30.
Alley-oop, can't get it.
Oh, wow. I was going to say, Cebu had 30 offensive rebounds, but they only got 15 points off of it.
Lamang pa nga ang Bulacan with 17 second chance
Exactly,
points.
that's the shot.
Altamirano, straight line, but short. Wowie with a push.
You know, one thing that, in my opinion, here in the fourth quarter that Bulacan has done so well in terms of rebounding is boxing out. They had a lot of MBOs or missed box outs early in this game, which resulted in this huge disparity when it comes to rebounds. Really, most of it coming from the offensive gas.
Orange, Boyer ball on the first free throw. The nerves are entering the young kids. Kita mo naman yung mga veterano, talagang kinalma muna ang kanilang rookie. Marge, 0 out of 2. Ball is saved. Ball goes to Cebu. It's gonna hurt there in penalty. 2 free throws for Don Reverente.
That's going to send Don Reverente to the line. We never had an idea that when we get to this game of Cebu in Bulacan, that we would actually get into overtime. And this speaks so well of the basketball program, the leadership and the culture that's been built by Coach Alan Salangsang.
1 of 2 for Don Reverente, 77 and 76.
I like that they brought in Ice Ontiveros to try and defend against Aaron Ako.
Put in some young guns in Ice Ontiveros. No Al Francis Dempsey on the court right now.
And a lot of length too.
Cruz outside, it's gonna be long.
Ichi now will set the table for Cebu.
3 minutes and 45 remaining. Ichi drives, is blocked by Kenneth Castillo.
But Ice was actually telling Ichi to go ahead and drive that.
Coach Mike, 2 guys we're not seeing on the court. Simon Camacho, who had 10 early rebounds in the third quarter, and the leading scorer in Al Francis Dempsey.
Agree.
Escocio gets the jumper.
Escocio's done his thing with Cebu, quality minutes. But Tamsi, you and I were really talking about it earlier. That floor spacer. Oh, that's an offensive foul, clearly on Jem Cruz.
Ice Ontiveros doing his job perfectly here. Brought in to give energy and some defense. Able to get the charge.
At saka yung gusto mo dyan yung kalmado ni ni Ice Ontiveros.
And he was the one in the timeout saying, kalma tayo.
Right.
No need to panic. And obviously very vocal si Ice. Ichi with the drive. Fader by Ichi. It's long. Wowie can't get the offensive rebound.
Off-balance shot.
Can't get the bump. Ball is stopped. Pupunta dito kay Jacob. Aaron this time around. Drive, dish. Castillo is blocked by Mark Meneses. Will there be a review?
But the thing is, there were a couple of guys that went in there. I thought Mark had a clean block. I didn't see Ice on what happened there.
Could be a foul on the hip. They're saying it was clean
Upstairs.
Up top and upstairs. Pero baka nga merong tama on the hip area. Kenneth gets the first free throw, ties the ball game. Sorry, they're down by 2 this time, 79-77.
He's got 7 in the game.
1 for 2. for Kenneth Castillo. Rebounded by Don Reverente. Reverente has been quiet in the ball game. 11 points and 13 rebounds for Don. Meneses. Seal by
Look at
Wawi.
that space inside.
Movement and just a little too big for the defender. Wawi Escosio gets the foul.
Again, this really goes back to the heft advantage of Cebu underneath.
Ano masakit? Coach Mike Kenneth Castillo, who is doing a good job in protecting the paint, will now be fouling out of the ball game.
The thing about Cebu in the fourth quarter, they never really made shots from the outside. Everything has been inside the paint. And boy, they missed a lot of shots in the paint in that fourth quarter.
Escosio, second free throw. 2 for 2, a rare 2 for 2 for Cebu. Coach Alvin Morante on your screens. No relax because we know that Bulacan can make a comeback.
Watch out for Aronacop on a pin down.
Jem looking for a friend. Hindi sila dito kay Andre. Challenged by Wawi. Andre all the way!
That was impressive. They were initially looking at Aronacop, but the other Acop went to that attack. Saw that positional advantage. He had a big man on him on a downhill. Definitely, Bobby's coach is going to be a little bit late on that chase.
Gets the lead back to a single possession ball game. Andre, second free throw. Sorry, the bonus free throw is good for Andre Jacob.
Down 1.
Both teams, Coach Mike, is not shooting well from the line. 50% para sa Bulacan, 55% naman para sa Cebu. Ice on Tiveros.
Daming trips pero hindi yung conversion. No?
Gives it up to Andre Armenion. They want to go down low to Don Reverente. They can't get it.
Mismatch underneath.
10
Can't get the
seconds.
gun.
Two-man game. Last 2 minutes brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sports book of the MPBL. Hang time by Wawi Escosio.
Finally, a made basket inside the paint. That is the second close range make for Wawi's coach.
14-9 for Wawi in the ball game. Mart, good fake, drive and kick. Moralejo, corner, it's short. Rebounded by Don. Swipe from behind by William C. C is blocked by Ice on Tiveros. Clean D by Ice. Ice doing the intangibles in the overtime, Coach Mike.
More concerned, William C. on the contact than it is on the make.
Wawi down low, pulled by Jem Cruz. That's going to be 2 free throws for Wawi Escosio.
A little bit of a risky pass, in my opinion. Didn't have that right angle. Jem Cruz was top-siding itong si Wawi Escosio. But thankfully, they were able to get that ball over to Wawi, but eventually that contact called on Jam.
All of our viewers on Facebook, Top Sports, YouTube, and Solar Sports, I hope you guys are enjoying this type of a ball game. Wawi cannot get it to a 2-possession ball game with 1 minute and 14 left.
He has missed 3 free throws now. He's 2 out of 5.
Wawi, second free throw. Good. No, not good. For Wawi Escosio, in and out.
Door still open.
83-80. We are already in overtime. William C. Pick and pop. Barrera. All air for Mark Barrera.
But he was free. Libre siya. He was gonna take it.
Interesting five being played by Bulacan. This is an all-small ball for Bulacan that will get them a lot of space and probably pressure the basketball.
Because they're playing defense 94 feet away.
Reverente, handoff para dito kay Andre Armenion. Andre wants to slow things down. Andre pressured by Mart. 10 on the shot clock. Andre. Drive, step back, Andre Armenion can get it. Ice on Tiveros!
Goodness!
From nowhere!
From way out of nowhere. And that's how he's been here in regulation, in overtime rather.
He only has 7 points and 6 rebounds, but Coach Mike, the impact he is making here in the overtime period, he has been the heart and soul of Cebu. And right now, they have a 5-point lead. Timeout ang Bulacan. I remember a Ribanse episode where he said he's studying Hesed Gabo on being a closer. Coach Mike, right now, Ice Ontiveros with the biggest impact in the overtime. They get another stop.
And this is an opportunity for him to do that.
The heart and soul of the overtime period, Ice Ontiveros has been the biggest change para dito sa Cebu. Wowie can't find the lane. Wowie, it's too strong. Rebounded by Bulacan. Jonathan can't find a friend. Puna sa dito kay Aaron Akop. Aaron pressured hard.
Good shot down.
Doubled. Aaron goes cross court. Stolen. And Cebu will escape in the overtime. What a win by Cebu.
Well, how they collected themselves in this win. Well, again, they got a lot of resistance as well from Bulacan. Bulacan did their thing. This is another close game. The second one, na magkasunod para dito sa Bulacan against a very tough team.
Ice Ontiveros, the heart and soul of that overtime period. I'm not gonna be shy to say it because he was the one that kept them alive. But Coach Mike, the whole second half, overpowering any big or player of the game. Brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sports book of the MPBL, is Wowie Escosio.
He pretty much has been the guy that stabilized themselves, especially when they were looking, where are we going to get our points? The shots are not falling outside until Wowie Escosio came in, dominated that paint, made it tough for any Bulacan to defend against him, and he just made life miserable for Bulacan in that fourth quarter.
14 points, 9 rebounds, the biggest impact in the second half, especially in the third and the fourth. Right now, Wowie is with our courtside, Miss Lyra Punsalan.
Wowie, congratulations. Dikitan ang laban from start to finish. Umabot pa sa overtime. Definitely, pinahirapan kayo ng Bulacan. Ano sa tingin mo ang naging winning possession ng Cebu ngayong gabi?
Yun nga, unang-una pasalamat kami kay Lord sa panalong to. Yun nga, sabi nga ni Coach, huwag namin pilitin sa outside. Kumbaga, focus kami sa ilalim. Kaya yun, nakinig lang kami kay Coach. Yun, nakuha namin yung panalo.
At napaka-pisikal at pagod nga ang lahat sa laban na to. Pero kayo ang mas lumaban sa dulo. Gaano kahalaga ang panalong ito? Siyempre, para sa identity ng Cebu.
Yun nga, mahalaga tong game na to kasi yun nga, para sa momentum namin at may home game kami. Kaya yun, kailangan namin every game manalo kami para sa mga taga Cebu.
And speaking of home games, may mga gusto ka pa bang pasalamatan? Invite mo na din ang mga Cebuano. Siyempre, paparating na ang home games nyo on July 16 and 18.
Yun nga, unang-una sa lahat, pinapasalamatan namin si Boss Uncle Sam sa laging suporta, kay Boss Jan, sa lahat ng sponsors namin. Tanang mga taga Cebu, abangan nyo kami dyan sa July 16-18. Kita-kita tayo dyan. Sa family ko, mga anak ko, Nathan, kay Eden, Candice, yung wife ko. Yun lang. Salamat. Thank you.
Maraming salamat and congratulations, Wowie Escosio and the whole Cebu Greats. Our best player of the game is brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sportsbook of the MPBL. Back to you guys.
Salamat, Lyra. Congratulations, Wawi Scotia and the rest of the Cebu Greats for getting that victory in overtime. Next, we have the Ilagan Isabela Cowboys going up against the Parañaque Patriots, our main game here in the MPBL. We will be back.